Okay, so I want to welcome you to tonight. This is the first edition of Grow With Adejesubisi. Um, this is just my way of giving back to the community, my way of imparting life and making things easy in the current economy. A lot of people complain about a lot of things, and now we just have to bring out solutions. We have to come up with solutions. We have to come up with ways to which we can make life easier for ourselves. And that is one of the reasons why you have this class, right? So this class is expected to transform you. This class is expected to be a blessing to you. This class is expected to open your eyes to see opportunities, especially in the grounds. Now, I realize that there are a lot of free opportunities in the world today, a lot of free views, a lot of free learnings, a lot of free gifts all around the world that we can leverage upon, to ensure that we get the best out of ourselves. We get the best. Even when we say there's no money in Nigeria, there's nothing, I confidently believe that there's a lot of money to go around. And to start with, okay, I was saying it about Funke Akindele just recently, right? Just recently, she accrued over $1 billion. She accrued over $1 billion from filmmaking. How did that happen? Where did that money come from? Okay, in the economy where we say there's no money, how did she pull that off? It has to take some level of expertise for her to pull that off. So now, in the world where there's no money, okay, there are a lot of people who are doing amazing things. All right. Now, if you go to Lekki today, you'll see a lot of guys balling with billions of naira ready to waste. Okay, the billions of naira ready to waste. But then, because we don't have that money, we don't have access to it, we keep complaining. And Yoruba used to say, "Enjo ba mobiti, egbe etin la, you la gukuni." Right? If you understand about what are they saying, is that if you don't know how your mates are making it, okay, you're going to struggle for life. So ensure that we're not just struggling for life. We're not going to be in a big dilemma. All right. That is why we are bringing this. And by way of introduction, okay, I'm Amos Akintola Adejesubisi. I'm a business consultant. I'm a tax consultant. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a pastor. Right, I'm a life coach. I'm many things. Right, I'm an author. I've written about 2 books. I host Goes and Go Setting conferences. I host the Accra Business Summit. My whole life goal is to make impact. I believe myself to be God's own nature on earth. All right, I believe I'm God representatives, and I prove that by living my life sacrificially, living my life to ensure that you get the best out of life, you get the best out of what is available for you, you get the best out of yourself. So that is what I live for. That is what I do. Everything I do today, tomorrow, the motivation behind it is to ensure that you become the best version of you. So that's basically me. That's basically the motivation for my life. Okay. And that is one of the major reasons why I'm bringing this class here. Okay. And I'm not going to be sharing with you theory. We're not doing theory here. We're doing practical. I have won multiple grants. Our host, my boss, Jimobi, has won multiple grants. So we are not coming here to do any introductions where we do paparazzi. If I was going to do introduction, I have videos to do introduction. I could probably share that later. But then we're not here to do paparazzi. We're here to show you practical ways. We're going to share practical experiences. Okay. Now for the training guide, I'll share this slide with you. I'll also share a document I come up with 2020 with you that you can use as a guide in addition to whatever we teach you tonight. Because the Tony Melu grant approach changed in the year 2020. I think 2019 precisely during the UNDP. So the whole scope changed entirely from what it used to be. So you must learn to position yourself properly to get it. And that is why these classes here. So what we'll be sharing tonight, we'll be using Tony Elumelu as a foundation, but then the knowledge is going to transcend several grant applications, going to transcend several grant opportunities that you can maximize, okay, that you can apply. We're going to be sharing with you few places where you can get other grants opportunity, where you can get other openings to get grants. There are a lot of, every single month, every single week, there are people winning grants, there are people giving out grants. Okay? There are people who are getting over $1 billion in grants, there are people who are getting over $1 million in grants. And recently, what was the name of this guy in Abeokuta, Samson, doing this solar spam? I don't know if any of you know him. Okay? He got a grant from MasterCard, all right, to train people. Now, how did he apply for those grants? So there are a lot of key things that you must get to take note of. Personally, myself, I am working on a project with GIZ to get grants to train people. So one of the things I'm doing is I'm building traction, all right? So hopefully for me, I'm going to get in the grant about $150,000 to train persons this June. So pray with me that I'm going to get it. Now, if I don't get it, I keep shooting. So there are a lot of grants out there, a lot of money there, but how do you get that out of people? How do you get investors to give you that money? How do you get them to trust you to get that money? And before we go into the class, Jumobi is here, but I want to quickly debunk some myths that people have. When you hear grants, people just think it's free money. They just want to get the money. They just want to see, oh, how do I get this? That's why you even start thinking of the business you need to do. Maybe we are going to start from there, Jumobi. You understand? Because people used to think all they are after is to get the money. They are not thinking about the solution to offer. That's what I want the money. So it's when they are thinking of grant, they start thinking of which business to do. All right. So that is the entirely wrong way to go about it. So all of that is one of the things we're going to be sharing tonight. And I want you to please pay attention. Okay, the volume is low. Please check your own side. I think I'm at almost the peak of my sound tonight. So, but then check your side and be sure that your volume is not low at your end. Probably you should check your speaker. So, you need to ensure we do that. So, without taking much of our time, let me just quickly open the floor for Jumobi to come up and then he start sharing. But okay, before then, I wanted to talk about this Tony Elumelu guide. I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, let me know. Okay. So this is the revamp of the old Tony Elumelu grants process. Okay. So this is the program cycle. January to March is the application cycle. That's when you apply for the grants. You apply for the grants. Okay. So then March is the onboarding. That is where they do the selection, they do the whole thing, okay? And then after that, they go about the training and mentoring phase between April and May. So after that, you're expected to do due diligence and what have you. Then the pitching comes around June. Then the final selection comes around July. And then confirmation of your details, August, September. And I think for around that same August, December, the disbursement of the money is done. Now, so this should tell you that this particular grant has a process. So you don't expect that you're going to receive $5,000 tomorrow. It takes process. So even if you win, before the money gets into your hand, it's going to be around October thereabout. So that's the process for Tony Elumelu. So those are their timeline. Okay. So for now, the Tony Elumelu process, all right, you apply online. Now, the second set of application is you go about psychometric and personality tests. I'm going to show you that when I give you the PDF, you're going to see all of that. And Jonabi is going to talk much more on each of this process and is going to generalize it. Okay, so they're going to do assessment of your personality. That is and the purpose of that is so that to check your IQ. How are you able to manage a business? Are you able to truly manage a business? All right, so and then they're going to class you. They're going to check your business and financial IQ. All right. Then the other part is the system score and highlights. Okay. That is, they're going to segment you into based on your score, based on your ability, based on the system ratio. Okay. They're going to classify you. Okay. And we always recommend that as much as you can, if you're in the disruptor class category, you have a higher chance. Okay. Now then, all entrepreneurs that apply will go through a set of training. Everybody that applied, whether as a novice or whatever, you're going to go through a training. So that does not necessarily mean you've been selected. So, and what have you, blah blah blah. Okay, let me not bore you. Let's just go straight to business. Jumobi, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
So I don't want to do too much ontology in introduction. See, Jumobi is the go-to guy when it comes to anything grants. Jumobi is in the is probably in Dubai now. I'm not even sure where he is now, either Dubai or Germany. Okay, but he's everywhere around the world right now, and he's all moving. All of those moves are by scholarship. Let me just tell you, he's by scholarship. He's a master of grants. He's a master of getting free money. He's a master of everything. So he's where he is now, starting from free money, and he's a normal guy like you and I. All right, if he tells you his story, you'll be so amazed, you'll be so dazed by how far he has come, learning and maximizing free resources. So I will just give it to Jumobi to take it up. But then just listen to this guy. If I tell you listen to him, listen to him. He has won your own goal, your goal, all right, your financial goal. He has gotten it in grants. I'm sure that guy, he has done over almost $1 million in grants, free money everywhere, everywhere. I was talking to you recently. I was gisting. I was telling guy, please, do this something. Let me get second citizenship. So, in fact, when we begin to talk about scholarship, I'm still going to bring him back because he's still got those guys that can help you with scholarship and what have you. You know, I said something earlier, and then some people were asking me that is not necessary and all, but I deliberately used that. In fact, when he shares the story, you will get to hear it from him. Jumobi, when Jumobi begins to win grants, all right, when you begin to win grants, when you begin to travel out and all of that, he did not go through your conventional school. He did not go to your conventional school. He did not go to Polytechnic or any university. And the guy is doing that money. Okay, now at his leisure, he decides to do MBA, do degree, do honorary, whatever. That's his choice. And I'm taking a cue from him. And I was telling my wife recently that, see, my daughter, no pressure. If she chooses not to go to university, good and fine. But my own thing is that before she's 15, I give her foundations for her life. She can read and write. She understands the future. She understands everything. And it's a choice, okay? It's a choice. And she's not going to go to university or else it's a professional course. She's not going to university and go and be doing one management or whatever stupid course. So anyway, let's get to Jumobi. Jumobi, you're welcome. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you. I believe others can hear you too.
So I want to believe everybody can hear me. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jumobi. Okay, I'm generally addressed as Jumobi, which I of course do prefer. But or should I say originally? Okay, I'm Daniel Jumobi by name, but brand-wise, I go by the name Jumobi, which represents my identity and personality as a person and ideologies I represent and things that I do. So it's a pleasure to be here. Adejesubisi, thank you so much for actually inviting me. It's a huge privilege.
It's great because
to come and share. Although I've been, I've been avoiding public speaking for a while now, intentionally actually.
I know.
Yeah, I've turned down loads of invitations and all due to personal projects and all that I'm actually involved in. But I think we're getting back on that horse again because it's just something of passion to make impact, to share. Personally, I just love to share. If I come across anything of value, I just want to share, which is actually the opposite of a typical Nigerian. A typical Nigerian will come through an opportunity or an open door, and the next thing they want to do is lock the door against other people from coming in. I mean, it's just crazy, both inside and outside Nigeria. It's just something that we are known for as an African. But I believe that knowledge or opportunity share equals knowledge and opportunity squared. So I'm a big fan of sharing things. I'm a very, very big fan of assurances, and I think that's why I'm here tonight to share with us on grant this time around, which I think I'm actually qualified to talk about. Yeah, there are topics you are given to talk about that you just want to go and do research so that you can know what to talk about and how to go about your talking. And there are topics that you are given that you just know what to talk about due to your own life personal experience. And so I think so far right now I've gotten a total of one, two, three, a total of 6 grants, local and international, so far. And we are gunning, like Adebisi said, we are gunning for the bigger grants now. We are tired.
Yes.
We are tired of the smaller grant. Okay. Yes, we can. Okay, thank you. I actually see the confirmation that you can hear me. All right. So we're tired of the smaller grants, and we are gunning for the bigger ones now. And to do big to access big grants, you have to really position yourself in a big way, doing big things. You cannot use the same project that got you a 5 million grant, and you want to use same level of projects to get a 50 million grant. It won't work. So you have to expand and grow to the tune of the opportunities that you want to access. And I think that's what we are doing. I actually commend you for what you're doing. You mentioned earlier that you are preparing for about $150,000 grant
Yeah,
for training,
yeah.
and right now you are building towards that, which is awesome actually. And the thing is, there's grants, there's money, like there's free money out there, too much. People just want to give it out, and it's available in different patterns. Like when I say different patterns, like there is there is macro. Okay, let me start from macro. There's macro grants, like maybe your level is at the 100,000, 200,000. There's macro grants. I got that too at some point in my life, which was Nigerian Beauty. I once got Nigerian Beauty grant, which was around 250,000 to 500,000 at the time. They call it Kickstart. Yeah, I was actually a benefactor of Kickstart. We were camped for a week in Osho State back then. I still have the picture and all of that. I was a benefactor of Bank of Industry grant way back, and Tony Lumelu from pollution project, international grants that I actually got. What have you? Quite a number of them. I think in total 6 now, and there are, so from my experience, I realized that there are factors. There are things that you have to do or that you need to do that puts you in position of selection for whatever grant it is you are considering or applying for. Because what you need to be conscious about is, for every one grant that you apply for, there are, like, on average, 200. Average could be, you could times that 200 by 5, sometimes. But let me just say, on average, there are 200 other people like you who are also gunning for that same grant. So what makes you stand out? What makes you, become, like, considered for the grant that you're applying for, whether local or international. So I was saying earlier that there are levels to these things. If you're on the macro level, there are macro grants that you can apply for and get as a person. If you're on the micro level, there are micro. If you're on the mini, there are mini grants that you can actually pursue as a person. If you are, there's mega. There's the 50,000, 100,000 level, the 200,000, 500,000 level. There is the 1 million, 2 million, 3 million level. There is the 10 million, 20 million, 50 million level. Then there's the hundreds of millions levels. So at the level to it, but they are all available in abundance in different dimensions. And people are accessing them every year, year in, year out. People are getting grants, no jokes. People are getting grants. It's when I, after my own personal experience, and then I look at the level of project I want to be involved in and the dimension I want to operate, I have to take a seat back to reevaluate and reposition myself for what is it we are looking forward to. And the beauty about grants is they are free money. You know, unlike what do you call it? Unlike loans, they are free money. You get them and do whatever it is you want with them. You get them and you do whatever it is you want, especially for your business, though. But nobody is pursuing you. Nobody is telling you for a refund, a repay, or something like that. Nobody. So it's I encourage people. If you visit my website, my blog, I blog about it. I do quite a lot of articles about it, especially when I got the Tony Melu grant. I did a lot of content to help people access that grant, which of course I have records of more than 30 people between 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20 of people who actually, after I got that grant, were able to benefit from the same grant as well. Regardless the fact that it's becoming more competitive by the year, you know, as people are getting woke to the grant virus, as I put it, you know. So we'll be looking, basically, I'll be sharing from my experience, basically. I don't have a slide, so I'll be sharing from my experience. I will take questions at some point. How many minutes do I have, please, so that I don't play too much away from my timing, please?
Okay, we are looking to for you to speak to, let's say, 9, so that will take 15 minutes, 9 to 9:15 for questions.
Okay.
So let's say you have less than 30 minutes now.
Okay, that's fine. Let's gist. So first of all, there are grants abound. There are plenty, a lot of grants for you at whatever level that you are. But one thing that people miss out or don't do that shortens their privilege at accessing grants is that they don't prepare for what it is that they are anticipating or looking forward to getting, because they said whatever is worth doing well. Same as grants. You need a level of preparation. I tell people, if it was in 2015, 2016 that you were looking for a grant, it's less competitive and less complicated then. You might not need to do certain things. For example, maybe having your business registered and you just want to push through and then probably try your luck and see if you will get whatever it is you are gunning for or not. If it was 2015, 2016, it's possible. But in 2024, it's competitive. It's tougher than what it used to be, say 3 years, 4 years ago. So now there is a very a strong need for you to rightly position yourself and prepare yourself for whatever volume of grant you are looking forward to as a person. And when I talk about preparing yourself, I'm talking about having certain level of resource prepared down in line of what it is you are expecting, whatever amount of money you are expecting for. For example, Adejesubisi actually mentioned this earlier about what kind of business. This is essential. Whoever that wants to give you grants, which is free money, of course, But that is free doesn't mean they will just throw it at you. If it's so, they would have gone to the street and started throwing it on the street and distributing like that. But it's not so, because as much as it's free, they still want to give it to people who they know will not be wasting their resources, or go and eat with their resources after they collect it. So that's why they expect you to at least have something to show for whatever it is this money is going for. So, what is your business idea? Let's take it from there. You need a solid business idea or an already existing business. When I got to the Lumelu grant, what I got that money for, I haven't even started at all. I was planning a farm, a tech farm, as I call it then, which I haven't started, but I have my business plan on ground. I have a registered business. Do I? No, I didn't have a registered business then. I remember I did the registered business when I was about getting the grant in December. That was when I went to register that business. But of course, I had a solid business plan on ground for that application. So you need to have resource in your business plan. Then what business niche should you consider? As much as there are a lot of grants out there and there are less restriction to what business niche, there are less restriction to your business niche. Like, you can operate from any niche you so desire, as long as you have the resources to defend and explain that niche that you are actually going into and to function in. As long as you can do that, you are actually good to go for the grant. So, but then I still, looking at my experience so far, especially from the likes of Tony Lumelu, Pollination, Bank of Industry, I realize there are sectors and industries that actually stands like a better chance or advantage to accessing grants to some other business sectors. Yeah. And number one of all of this business sector, number one is agriculture. So if your business niche is in the agri sector, I think you have rightly positioned yourself in the top 5% to access grants, because organizations, I don't know, tend to prioritize businesses in the agricultural niche. And then, as I said that, I think the reason is not far-fetched, actually. Food, which is feeding, it's one of human basic needs, so that could say it all. And if you are in the internet marketing world, which of course we are, myself and my friend, you understand that product that sells, had to do with certain basic human needs. Talking of relationship, feeding, shelter, stuff like that, like basic core needs that people need. So I think this kind of pilots toward the desires of, or what these organizations rather consider for their selection for grant applications. So you should thoroughly do a research on what business niche you are considering. Agriculture, health, that's healthcare, entertainment, beauty products, beauty, skincare, I think they're all together like that. What else is that? Offhead. We should be able to run that into 5. Agriculture, healthcare, entertainment, beauty, and skincare. You can actually go further to add probably housing. Yeah. So I will actually put that in my own top five. I'll put that in my top five. But it's not limited, so that in case I didn't mention your business niche, you might feeling, oh, so I'm not like qualified to know. It's not like that. But those are my top five. But it's not limited to that. So once you are able to make sure that, or find a way to fine tune your business idea to at least be in the top 5% of niches that organizations are throwing their money at, their free money at, which is grant, then go ahead and invest time to prepare your business plan. Have a solid business plan on grant. Register that business. It's a step in the right direction. Register your business with CAC. It doesn't have to be LLC. It doesn't have to be limited liability company. You can do an enterprise and then upgrade it later on. But just that level of commitment. In fact, go further to create social media platforms, for your brand or business or whatever it is. Then you know that you are, as a person, you are ready for whatever application you want to push yourself in. So now that you know you are half ready for the application, you know that your next level of war or battle that you have to face is basically the competition level, or competitiveness level of the application or grants that you are putting yourself into is what you want to face next. And when you have a proper documentation down, I think you've beaten like 35% of the competition war, because people are lazy. People are damn lazy. Nigerians are just lazy. People, to draft business plan or sit down to do proper research on the business niche, people are tired and lazy to do little things like this. So once you're able to do that, you put yourself like 35% ahead of most people who are gunning for this grant alongside yourself. So it's like practically giving yourself a 35% leverage above other people. And then your competition is dwindling down with that. And you're putting yourself ahead by, streamlining your business and services into at least top 5% of applications that get grants, putting your business plan in place tightly, creating a presence for your business or product or services online. You're pushing yourself up the ladder for selection. Then now submitting a solid application further adds to your percentage of leverage, after you have a solid and proper documentation on grant. So these are very key, actually, because let me say this from my grant experience. Aside all that I've mentioned in terms of documentation to prepare yourself and give yourself additional leverage, there are other basic things that I think have disqualified people, and not just people, even myself, for some grants, because there are grants I've applied for and I don't get as well. I'm talking about grants that I applied for and that I don't get. And I tell people all the time, because I've there was a time I have grant application as one of my services, but time and chance does not permit me any longer, because there's a lot of things on the table right now. Plates are full for work. So to buy my time now to even do your grant application, you must have some serious money at hand to do that, which I won't even encourage you, because no matter how much you pay, because no matter how much you pay,
somebody was telling me.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me this afternoon that I should write for her. I said, see, I don't write for anybody anymore. Even if you pay me to write for you, I'm going to get one of my mentees to do. The best I could do is review. Review. My time is not expensive. I have other things I'm also pursuing. I must use my time. I don't have that 24 hours.
My brother, it's getting crazier by the day. As in, I'm launching a new brand in March. I've been dead busy for the past 5 days. I have jobs of people that I have to paint, and I'm like, see, I can't do your job. If you want me to do this job, maybe you will times 10 the money you pay me, which I won't advise you to do. That's too much for you, for you to pay. So time is choking by the day. Some services we have to drop. But even when I was actively, engage as a consultant for for grants and application for people. I tell them that I apply for your grant for you doesn't mean 100% you're getting the grant. No, I'm not the selector. I'm not part of the selection committee. So there's nobody I will give 100% a guarantee or assurance. I'm applying for a grant for you. That's when I used to do it. Not now. No time. No time now. I don't give 100% guarantee because the reason why you pay professionals or people with experience to handle your grants for you or help you push your application, it's not so that you can get automatic access to the grant. No, it's so that you are paying them for their experience and expertise to give your application an added leverage for selection, for possible selection. And when I say that, let me explain in the layman's term. It's like if you who had never gotten any grant before and probably little to no experience, submit your application by yourself, maybe you will have given yourself a 50-50 chance of selection. Well, 50-50, let's see. But when you pay a professional, or somebody who is experienced and who have done it before, you can shoot your 50-50 chances to like 90%, 95% chances. That's the whole essence of paying a professional to help me handle my application. I did a lot of that back then. And of course, I have people who were selected and I have a lot of people who are not selected as well. It's a mixture, it's a mixed cocktail, So that is the thing. But the secret that I discover, which I took advantage of, because most people say, I've never gotten grants. And when I open my mouth and say I've gotten 6 grants, they're like, what? How? I've been fighting for one all this while. I can't get it. You get 6 grants? How do you do that? And when I now go for that to say, well, those 6 grants that I got, I think I did submission of total of 250 submissions, 250 applications. Everybody be quiet when they
Very correct. Very correct. I was telling somebody last year, I got 2 grants, right? And then they're like, wow, so you got almost 2 million. I said, Baba, I applied for nothing less than 50-something grant last year. 2 years ago, I did over 150 applications. 3 years ago, I did more than 50. I didn't get anything. So in total, if I had won about 11 grants, all right, I have applied for more than 800 to 1,000 grants. You understand? So you keep putting the effort to ensure that you get it done. So that is one of the things I wanted to know. You put in the effort, so it's not the big stuff.
There's no magic to it. You have to put in that work. If you badly and truly want it, you have to put in that work. Like, so when they hear, you got 6 grants, but then I applied for more than 250 grants, and that's not beans. When I say 250 grants, don't just think application submission, think 250 proposals, 250 business plans and proposals submitted. That's not beans. That's a lot of work you put in. But then you know that how one of my senior role models used to say, if you don't have money, you must have time. It will be a chaos for you not to have money and not to also have time. Then you have a big problem, like a real problem at hand. Because what might make you not to have time is probably because you sold that time into an activity that is bringing money for you. So you have money, but you don't have time.
I even used to say this. I think was it from you? You share the time. I'm not sure that there are 3 currency in life, right? Knowledge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I share
that. You can use 2 of that to get the other one. So if you don't have money, you have time. Use your time to get knowledge, and with your time and knowledge, you get money.
So exactly. That's the dynamic.
You get sense. So I'm picking when you get helper. Suppose get sense. Okay. So we are from bottom. We don't have anybody to carry us up, but then we have to apply our sense. All right. So we put in effort. Other people are not willing to put into it, and we get the results other people are not getting. Yeah.
Talking about picking, we don't get sense, so we don't get help, so get sense. You were talking about my story earlier. which I stopped sharing it actually. I stopped sharing my story because people keep questioning me like, stop lying. You know, when people start telling you that you're lying, when you're telling them that, oh, I have no nursery school education and no formal education beyond secondary school, and they're telling you are lying, well, you say, okay, well, let me just keep showing my mouth. So, because people no longer believe my story, and it's my own story, and
It's
that's a
very
reality
believable.
that.
Look at you.
But that's the reality that I had no formal education beyond secondary school, so I never even made any attempt. I never stepped into any university, but and so that's I'm trying. I said that in relation to that slogan of "Pikin we no get helper, suppose get sense," because that's how I see myself. Because I know that it's tougher to gain an employable job or a reasonable job when I've not gone to any university. So I know that I have to make myself a stack of value so that I need to help myself. I need to have sense and help myself since I don't get helper and I don't get any whatever for what do you call it now? Any prospect when it comes to securing a 1,500,000 millionaire job, which of course, even those who go to school now say, are not even getting. So sometimes I sit down and I say, thank God I did not go.
Are you imagine
but,
it?
but,
Imagine.
but but it's good to go, Shao. I don't discourage people from going to school. Please, education is key, but then intelligence is more vital. And there are dynamics to accessing intelligence. It's beyond school walls. It's beyond education. But then it's good to go. I encourage people to go. You don't limit yourself to that. Self-education, I believe, personally, my whole life has been a resource has been a testimonial of personal development and capacity building. Nothing more, nothing less. Personal development and capacity building. And I'm dead to that cause. I mean, when I say I'm dead to it, I live for that cause. Like, I'm learning every day, every now and then. Imagine I'm building a new brand. I'm launching a new brand in March. The website of the brand, I'm the one developing the website myself. The designs of the flyers, I'm the one running my designs and drafting the pattern and the model and everything. The copyright for the old marketing, I'm the one drafting it. I'm, buried myself into coming up with the copywriting for the marketing campaign and everything. The adverts, the policy. This is a stack of skills that I have pulled together and gathered over time. Stacks. It's not one, not two, not three, not 4, 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not time, not 10. Stacks of skills. Skills that when I say I don't know. I write business plans. I write proposals for university professors. No jokes. I'm not kidding. And me that never stepped my foot into any university, I write business plans and proposals and projects for university lecturers and professors. It's because how do I put that now? I have loaded myself to that point or that level with value and that stack of resource that they couldn't resist the level of value that I have to offer. And we're just starting out anyway. We're nowhere yet. So it's important that you put in that work. I think that's where I'm going. You have to put in that work. You want grant. You have to be ready, especially when you say I don't have money to pay you for this. You have time. Sit down and do research. Every goddamn resources you need is available online for free. When we charge people, we charge them not because they can't access the information we have for free. We charge them because they are too lazy to sit down and do research to access this same information for free. So we have done the work. So we charge you to pay us for the time we've invested. If you're not ready to invest your time, then invest your money. And when you don't have the money, pour in all your time and get everything you need and monetize it from other people who have the money but don't have the time. It's simple mathematics, simple logic, actually. Very, very simple logic, mathematics, and I strongly advise it. So there's no way you can escape that. My time is almost up. So aside, increasing your own chances of success by increasing the level of grant you apply for, which is a no-brainer. You can't negotiate that. You just have to keep applying, multiply. I used to say something that You cannot be unfortunate 365 days in a year. So no, the devil cannot be after you for 365 days in a year. Like your village people cannot be attacking you. They say, why didn't I? I hope you can hear me though. Can you still hear me? Can I get the confirmation?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right,
With
all
you.
right, thank you. All right, thank you. So your village people cannot be after you 365 days in a year. You cannot submit 200 applications for grants and say devil or your people from the village are after you and you didn't get any positive from a whole 200 applications. It's not possible. And I see people who are looking for job too, that are job hunting, and they say I've been trying to get a job. I applied for a job, I didn't get a job. The first question I ask is, how many applications have you submitted? They say, I've applied to like 5 or 10. Imagine that. You're not ready to get a job. You cannot be unfortunate with 100 job application. You must surely get a job before you reach number 100. And this formula of increasing your own success chances by increasing your effort works dynamically in every industry. If you're in the content world, which I am, there is a rule of 100 that you cannot produce 100 content steadily every day, until you reach 100 without you breaking even, no matter the platform you are, whether YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are. You cannot consistently push out content to number 100 and not break even, and not break the algorithm of that platform. Twitter started paying me personally since last year, steadily. Twitter pays every 2 weeks, and I've been getting their money since last year. But it took me sitting down to hack the algorithm of Twitter and understand their platform and how it works. And every platform pays. Facebook pays, TikTok pays, YouTube pays, every platform pays. But okay, we're not on social media. We're not on social media class. But I have to refer to that on the rule of law of effort versus result. So you can't ignore the effort level or the effort dynamics that needs to go into whatever it is you're doing. You cannot ignore the effort dynamics. It's key. It's key. It's just very key. You cannot omit it. You cannot take it lightly. That's what I'm saying. So increase your success chances by increasing your effort. Because the application, the offers are there. You need to sit down to apply. Invest time. If you don't have time, pay people money to do it for you. If you don't have money, use your time to get this job done and get your applications out there to people. When you have put together all the resources I mentioned, your business plan, you have make sure you have a solid value proposition. This has caused a lot of people from losing out from grant. Your value proposition should be solid. Your stories should be connected. Disconnected stories has caused a lot of people to lose from getting grants. Grants, proposals, or applications or business plan is all about stories of you, your idea, and the end product you're looking forward to achieve by the money you are aiming to get. So you need a connected story that connects you as a person, because if you remove you from the equation and you jump from your idea, your outcome, the expected outcome, and the money you want to collect, you will not get grants. People invest in people, not idea. First of all, you need to know that. Even in current Tony Elemelu, I have the breakdown of my grant application on my website. You start with your personal story. People, they want to connect with you, the applicant, first. So they need an iota of your story. Who are you? Where are you coming from? What have you been doing? What have you gone through? So you need a connected story in your proposals or in your applications. Your story must connect you with your business idea, then connect to the expected outcome you're looking forward to, and the reason why that money should be released for you. So you need a connected story. You need a solid value proposition, and then impact measurement. When now you have a connected story about you, your idea or business, the expected outcome, and reason to get this money. So when all this happens and you get the money, how do we know you are using the money for the purpose you say you are using it for, or you're collecting it for? That's the impact measurement. need to have a breakdown of your measurement of impact to tell people this is how I will know that I'm making progress. Maybe after I get 5 customers, I get a shop, I buy this equipment, we make so number of sales. It differs for everybody in in a dynamic way or different ways like that. It just differs for us in different ways. So you have to be able to phantom how your dynamics or how your impact measurements will run based on what you look forward to or look out for in whatever it is that you do. Now, there are a lot of places, as I round up, I see the time, my 30 minutes is up. There are a lot of places you can get grants from. Number one place I recommend for you to actually go and subscribe to and keep tab with them is the name is, or the website rather, is fundsforngos.org. Now the dynamics or the beauty, or they have a subsidiary that is grants and resources for sustainability. The dynamics of funds for NGOs is that they also fund for profit business. They call them social enterprise, and it's easy actually to. For example, the international grant, the first social grant I got, was not an NGO grant. It's a business grant, but it's for profit business that are into social works. So they call them social enterprises.
I think that was the pollination project, right?
Yeah. So they call them social enterprises, So you are for profit. They know you are for profit, but they know your profit, a percentage of your profit goes into impacting people for social works or for some community project. So they don't mind. They still give you free money. So
and that's similar to what I was saying earlier, that I was going to train people and they're going to finance the training of those people. Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So it does actually happen. It's and I recommend this platform. You can explore them and enjoy them. So I said I was going to. I think I'll send that link to you of a business plan.
So I was going to ask you to do that.
Yeah, a business plan and a financial template that I used in getting my Tony Lumelu grants back then. I will send it to you so you can share with them. So I think I should pause there so that we can address questions, because we can keep talking like this.
All right. Thank you so much, Jimobi. That's huge. See, we can keep talking about this till tomorrow. Okay. So you can look about. We will share the recommended platform, and then I also want you, Jimobi, to share the link to your website where your story is, so people can go ahead and read. Now, let me just do a quick recap. The biggest thing you must have taken away from today is that you do research. However you want to do, you do research. Now, without research, you're not going anywhere. Now, the first thing is you must understand what does that organization want, what are their demands, what are their focus. Then you tailor your proposal in line with that organization. There are 1,001 organizations giving grants. You cannot use the same application for A, for B, for C, for D. No. You do research on each one and you apply according to their demands. All right? So you apply according to their demands. So you know that to do the research. See, grants are free money. If you are getting ₦1 million free, nobody is collecting it back from you. Now, if it demands you to put in 2 days effort, put it to it. The number of days you used to put in the effort, quantify it. All right? And compare it with what it is you are getting. If you don't have the money and you don't have the time, you can pay somebody. If somebody is charging you 100,000 for application for grants, okay, and you are getting ₦1 million, that's IRR of almost 900%. So you just have to, how do I put it now? Count your losses. Which part is most convenient for you? I said earlier that I applied for over 800,000 grants. 800 grants, sorry. Now let's assume I spent 50,000 to get somebody to review my application for each of them. So let's say 800 times 50, that's almost 4 million naira. Am I right? Now, and all of the grants I've won have been over 5 million naira. All right. If I have to put it in naira, some are in dollars, all right, some are in cash, some are in kind. So approximately they are over 10 million naira. So if I have to do the mathematics, so I spent 4 million naira in total, assuming, right? I actually spent very, very less. In fact, I don't spend much for review of applications anymore because I do that myself. I even offer services. So let's say, but as I spend 50,000 naira per application, so that's 4 million naira spent, and I got 10 million naira. That's a return of how much? So put it now. If you're not willing to spend the money, put in the effort. See, one thing I have discovered is that people want to get money and they don't want to work, and it's only those that work that are going to get it. Now, Trade Elimeli is giving 1,000 entrepreneurs $5,000 per year, and he receives nothing less than 50,000 applicants. How will you be among the 1,000 out of 50? Look at the mathematics. So a lot of people will get tired along the way. A lot of people will not even follow up. A lot of people will not do so many things. Okay, out of the 50,000, maybe less than 10,000 will go the extra mile. You have to make sure that you are part of those that will go the extra mile. So that is very important. And he also said something which is very important. You have to convince whoever the grant applicator is, all right, that they are putting their money to good use by giving it to you. You have to convince them, show them what your efforts into your business. Your body is to say, "Omotoba shipa ni ye." All right, you want somebody to carry you, and you're not opening your arms. How would they now carry? Would they force you? Now, you've not invested in your own business by yourself. You've not done any of your sales registration. You don't have a business plan. You don't have any record online. I need to say that. You don't have any record online. On social media, you are not there. A website you don't have. How do they track you? Then the other part is you need to have traction. They need to see that you've been doing what you say you want to do, at least in a small level. Even if your business is an idea, they need to see that you've consistently built something and you have kept to it. So they don't just give you something because they like you. No. There are other people who likes you. How many people are giving you money? So you have to keep that traction very, very well. It's very, very important in grants. If you're going to get bigger grants, they need to see record of what you've done before. Right? And that's one of the reasons why I'm deliberate with so many things I'm doing right now. I'm deliberately building traction. All right. I know that my social media is lanky. Before I don't go about, in fact, I don't tell people I have won grants before. Because you know Nigeria factor now, people want to come for you. I don't do that. But now I know that to get bigger, I need to make it known outside there. People who want to give me bigger money needs to know that I have done it, and other people knows that I have done it. Okay, so they need to know that people knows me. All right. So that's why you notice that now I'm very vocal with so many things that I've done before that you don't even know about. So it's not to boast, but because it's building my own record. So you need to understand that. And I used to say this, that nobody is going to do for you what you have to do for yourself. Okay? If you are paying anybody, they are going to work by the value of money they think you are paying them. And I say it confidently. Now, if you pay me 50,000 to write grant application for you, I'll give it to some of my mentees that I know they need money. They put in the money. Maybe I'll give them maybe a part of the money, maybe 20,000 if you pay me 50,000. All right, 30,000. I'll just use it to maybe 30 seconds. Review what they've done. If I feel it's okay, I tell them go ahead. If I feel it's not okay, I review it again and I move on. All right. So it's not like I'm putting in the efforts myself. Some of you, I will tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And if you're not able to do it, I just ignore you. There's some that you send me a message, I'll just ignore you. Because what I told you to do, you've not done it, and you're asking me a question. It's no brainer. So somebody left the group this afternoon because she reached out to me. She said, she's a widow, blah, 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 blah. I should help her apply. I said, man, let me be blunt with you. I cannot apply for you. You have to do this thing yourself. I can guide you, but then I will not get to do anything for you. She wasn't comfortable with it because, and later I noticed she left the group. Duh. So you just take those cues, all right? Now we're going to be sharing a lot of resources. Now for the Tony Elumelu, I had dropped already 2 documents. Jumobi is going to drop his templates and his business plan. Now I'm going to send it to you. Now study all of those. It's the perfect guide to the Tony Elumelu. I'm telling you, perfect guide to Tony Elumelu. Now I shared one by Benga. All right, Benga did a review of the former pattern. But I deliberately shared that in here because if you study that very well, it's going to also be a great help for you when you are applying to so many other grants questions. Now, the former Tony Melu do their grants, all right? It's so cumbersome that, in fact, if 10,000 people want to apply, at the end of the day, only 1,000 will complete it because there are over 25 questions. And it's less than 50 words. None of them is less than 50 words. So I used to say that if you can apply for Tony Elumelu back then, before 2019, and you win, you should be able to win any grant application in Nigeria. Because Tony Elumelu will kill its questions. Now they've modernized it, they added technology to it, less questions for you to write and apply, but then more of brain work.
Even the business plan now is less complicated, you know. They reduce the business plan design. The one we did then, 25-page business plan. It was with financials separately in an Excel paper.
Exactly. So that's why I deliberately shared Benga's guide. You see that 2020 guide. Okay, that was the old pattern. Study it very well. It's going to help you. His numbers are there. If you feel like reaching out to him, fine. But then you don't necessarily need it. But study everything. He gives sample answers and all of that. Jumobi also have one on his website because it was Jumobi's own I used that time, 2018. Exactly how you put down your story and all of that. Do you remember that one you wrote in 2020? You still have it?
Yeah.
So please, you share it with me also. Yeah, so I will share with you. It's all of that. It will help you for any application. And I wrote my also 2020 for the UNDP is the current model. Okay, is the current model where you attend IQ questions. So I have those questions also in that PDF. Now you're not going to meet exact question on the portal, but you're going to meet likely and similar questions. So if you're able to study this one very well, it's going to give you a great edge while you are applying for the one on the portal. So I have all of them on the group. I will share them with you. So study it and then do well. So I think that is that.
Let us take question. The Elumelu grant will be closing in 4 or 5 days.
March first. No. It's March.
No.
March.
No. They changed the dates. It's closing 1st of March this time around.
1st of March. Wow, that's huge. So
yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's late. Use tonight, tomorrow, and next to do your research. I've made it simple for you. Okay, study my booklets. It's going to help you very well. Study it very well. Okay, and then go ahead maybe by next tomorrow and apply. I hope all of you will be in disruptors category, and that will give you a great edge. So let us take the question in the comment section ASAP. So while we're doing that, let me quickly share a screen of the Tony Elumelu guide that I shared. So if you have a question, please type in your question. We'll be taking that. So I want to quickly share my screen with the current Tony Elumelu guide. Okay. All right. So if you have a question, please drop your question in the comment section while I'm doing this. So this is the current Tony Elumelu guide template. All right. Once you get to the website, that's what you're going to find now. I've shared it with you. So it's 2-phase. I mean about 4 sections rather. The first section is getting to know your business idea. All right. And then the second section is you select the best option that describes particular statements, okay, those English questions. And then the third question is basic business questions. And then the fourth question is business and commercial question. You're going to do a little of exam, kind of. Each steps get complicated from third to fourth, right? And then the declaration where you attested to everything you've done. So let's quickly look through it. So you have an instruction page that tells you all of those things you do. And then you jump. Section 1, getting to know you. Are you registered of Tech Connect? Yes. Your Tech Connect ID. You drop it. Your name, middle name, last name, your gender. So this is exactly everything you're going to find on the application page. All right. I really copied it and put it into a PDF that here, and it's still valid now. Okay. So if you have, this is where I talk about social media. So whichever your social media is very active, you put it here. And that social media page should talk about your business. So don't just put in where you insult people and all of that. So if you have a page where you use for just banter, don't add it. Only put the one that is related to your business. Okay. The highest level education, years of experience. Okay. Now, your primary skill, you put it there. Okay. You're going to have options to choose from. Now, have you applied for other grants? They want to know. So you tell them yes or no. I recommend you use yes if you have won it. Because a lot of people who have won grants before, they want to hide the fact that they've won grant. No, it's an advantage. If you have won grant before, let them know that you have won grant before. Okay. So I'm still waiting for you to drop your questions. This is not necessary. If you have no question, I can just close this. You can go and study this at your own pace. Okay. So you upload your picture, make sure it's clear. Okay. And then this leads us to the next stage, your business idea. That's section 2. Is your name or business idea, that is it in existence or is it still an idea that you've not established? So is your business registered? I always recommend that you register it first. But if you've not registered, you can still put no. Okay. But then in due time, they will demand that you do that. Now, where is your business located? All of that, your business idea. Now, in no more than 100 words, right? This place, you are expected to talk about how your business is going to make impact. All right. If you're employing people, let them know you're employing people. If you're having CSR, let them know it. If your business is going to give health benefit, let them know it, and what have you. So that's essential. Now, SDG. I don't know if you know SDG. All right. Sustainable Development Goals. Your business must solve 1 or 2 or 3 of these goals. Whatever business you are doing, make sure you link it up with 1 or 2 or 3 of the SDG goals, or else you are not going to get anything. And your communication, your story, your plans should show that you are true to that SDG goals. So very, very important. All right. There are about, is it 70 of them? So go and study them and link your business to them. Again, is your business an idea or is in the field of experience? Your field of experience, that is, you know about it. Always is that it should be yes. It's in your field of experience. You don't want to be a novice in your own business. So number of experience, I recommend 3 to 5 years. Okay. Now, how many hours are you currently putting to your work per day? It should be above 12 hours. If you are committing less than 12 hours to your business, you are not credible. All right. So are you working with a team? If you have a team, don't be shy to say yes. It's an edge. So blah, 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 that's that. Okay. Do I think that there's no question? If there's no question, so that I can wrap up in the next 2 to 5 minutes, because I have another class I should be in now. So these one are things you can go study for yourself. Now, this section 2 is very technical. Okay. I find change refreshing. You see, all of these is to check your IQ. Is to check your IQ. They want to know how you reason. So you should think very well before you answer. I find change refreshing. I always strongly agree. All right. I rather delay work on boring tasks. You have to see, this is depend on your personality. This is more like a temperament test. So this is going to tell how you do. Okay. So if you find it boring, depending on what your area of business is, you answer accordingly. Okay. So for me, okay, how about skilled workers or technicians? Jumobi, would you attend to that? He's asking a question. He said, is it just businesses that can access grants? Or what about skilled workers or technicians? So the skilled workers or technicians, can they access grants too?
That's the thing that some people do as well. Why will you, as a skilled worker, limit yourself from? Why wouldn't you see yourself as a business owner? You are selling your skill. Nothing stops you from registering yourself as a solo. What do you call this registration, Adebisi? Solo
enterprise, solo proprietor.
Yeah, sole proprietor. Exactly. In your name, if you are John Daniel and you are selling you're a technician or you are a painter, you can register with CST. Talk to Adebisi, John Daniel's Enterprise. You are a business, regardless what skill you are selling or monetizing. That's why, as a freelancer, you don't need to limit yourself. You don't need to. When this kind of question, I think it comes from the place of limitation. Like, oh, I'm a skilled worker. I'm not a business owner. You are.
Yeah.
The difference between a skilled worker and a business owner is mindset. Nothing more. There's nothing to the services that is being offered. It's just mindset. It is how you see yourself. You see yourself playing small. It's limited. You see yourself limited in what you do. That's why you are not thinking yourself as a business person. So skilled workers, technicians can access grants if you position yourself as a business owner, whether small, medium, or big. Any weight or category you want to place yourself in business, you should not limit yourself to just a skilled worker or a technician alone. You should expand this. I hope I answered that well.
Yes, you did. You see, I really wanted you to talk about that. Whether you're a skilled worker or you're a technician, you can position yourself as a business person. You are running a business, okay? So you should not just say yourself as self-employed. If you're a furniture, you're a carpenter, make yourself a furniture. Brand yourself up. Okay, you're a business actually. Okay, so as a matter of fact, you have an edge when you can see your skill as a solution. Whether you're a plumber, now I want to say this, that there is no business or idea or skill that cannot win grant. Say it again. There is no business or idea that cannot win grant. Yes, there are some industry that seems to be outliers that they always almost win grants, like agriculture and tech, and then fashion. But you see, there's no idea that does not or cannot win grant. It's about the uniqueness. As a matter of fact, currently now, climate change is selling fast. There's this woman on Facebook, Adejesubisi, with Planetarial. I don't know if you know her. That girl is doing millions in dollars doing grants. What does she do? She converts plastic to grants. She just came back from France recently, free all expense paid. Went for a seminar to educate, and then she came back.
Wow.
All expense paid. She keep getting money almost every now and then. You can check her up on Facebook. Adejesubisi, Planetarial. She do this Ashofi, and she learned to use Ashofi skill to turn nylon, right? Pure water sachet, water, dark sachet, and all of that, to make bags, to make things, and then she's chopping money like mad.
She's from Ibadan, right?
Like yes, she's from Ibadan. She's chopping money like mad.
Do you know I met this woman at the airport?
Imagine.
In fact, I made video for her. We got chatting. She was carrying one of the products you were talking about, actually.
Exactly.
And she just called me to help her make a video. She was on her way out of the country. We met at the airport,
That
actually.
that woman, she's wow, and she's a single mother. She used that single mother
Yeah.
story to
Wow.
to craft
Wow.
emotions, and she's making money. All right.
Wow.
So there's this one of my guy, Rila Fiju. He is an artist. Okay, he's an artist, he's a painter, and then he learned to turn plastic. All right, plastic to art. Okay, and he's balling now. All right. So we met at the International Breweries Grant Kickstart, and the guy did well. So there's no way you cannot win money with your ideas. As a carpenter, you can make money. All right. What's her name? Former director for First Bank, my wife's mentee. I'm a mentor. What's her name, self?
Ibuku Awoshika.
Ibuku Awoshika. Ibuku Awoshika. Do you know that Ibuku Awoshika is a carpenter?
Of course.
That's her first business. Until today, that's her main business. She left First Bank, she returned back to carpentry. She's a carpenter.
Of course.
And she changed the field of carpentry. So don't tell me you are a skilled worker, you don't have a skill, and then that is what's limiting you. No. So think about, I used to say this, that no matter how much money you are making, if your business is such that you have to be there to make money, then you are still running a job. You should start thinking of how that business will be making money without you, and that becomes the business. So you begin to apply that. All right. So everything you begin to do, or everything you are currently doing. So that is that. So I don't know if your question will be attended to, Victor. If you're satisfied, let me know. If not, just meet me. I will touch upon it later. So any other question before we call it a day?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to join in.
Okay. So any other question? So this particular guide, just look through it. They are simple questions, but please think well before you attend to them. Don't just rush to attend to them. All right. So because they are some of the questions that are repeated also. Why they repeat it is they want to be sure of your former answers. So at times you choose strongly agree, then if you go and do mistake to choose strongly disagree for the same question or similar question, it shows that your retentive skill is low. So there are a lot of things that they look at from these questions. They are simple questions. So don't just jump at that. It's a simple question. You should remember your previous answers and you should be consistent with your answers. It's very, very important. So do you prefer doing tax using new methods and all? Just attend to them. They are IQ questions. Now let me quickly go to section 3. Okay. Section 3, here it talks about some basic business questions you have to choose the best answer from. Now this one is technical. It's technical. So they want to check your ability to manage finances. The cost of price of 50 mangoes is equals to the selling price of 40 mangoes. What is the percentage of profits? So here now they want to check if you are a business person, if your accounting or your mathematics is good. So you need to prepare ahead. All right. So, and these are things you should be able to answer fast. Okay. Any good business idea must make money. These are things you need to, they want to check your experience. Okay. They want to check your experience. Any business idea must make money. Yes. It should make money. But then you need good marketing skill. But you don't have option to attend to it here. So you need to understand now. So if you don't like economics, I beg, do small revision. All right. Now, so here now to start a business, everyone needs 4 things in the following order. This was what Jumabi was talking about now. What's the order here? The order is
Mr. Davis is still online. We can't hear you again.
Since my network it's breaking.
Okay, can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now? I think I just had to. So I think let's just call it a day. We've done good justice.
So far, am I now? Can you all hear me? So I think that is that. Okay, I was explaining the Tony Elumelu. Pardon me. I wanted to explain that part and then we'll close it. Sorry. It's only 9:31. Wow. So I've got a day here now. If there are no other questions. But let me just wrap this up and then go. This is long enough. So just Jumobi was explaining, right? You need to have a plan. Okay, you need to have an idea. You need to have money and you need good partners. You understand that? So in these particular options now, which is the best order? The best order is idea, plan, money, and partners. Okay, now, so it's not plan, idea, money, and office space. So it's not partners, money, plan. It's not money. You don't always start anything with money. You start everything with idea, with a plan. So, like, those are just your IQ tests, okay? So, that business, the first thing you need is what? Vision, idea, money. They're just trying to test you again all over. So, just go through it, and then I think that would help you sufficiently to handle all that it demands. So, thank you so much, Jumbi. I don't know if you have closing words or anything.
No, thanks for having me.
If you have questions, before close. All right, thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. So, guys, it's in your hands. Do your best to ensure you become the best, right? Put in your efforts, invest in your business, ensure you gather traction, ensure you reach out to mentors, reach out to people to guide where you need help. But then you have to start by helping yourself. Okay, so a lot of opportunities out there. Stay in the group. I'll be sharing a lot of opportunities. All the grants openings I will share with you. Those I applied for before, those I'm applying for myself, I will be sharing with you in those groups as many opportunities as possible. So you can always apply. If you have issues, you can always ask. All right, I will be there to guide you where necessary. But I repeat, I don't write for anybody. Okay, so, and this is the Adejesubisi. Next month, I plan to make this a monthly meeting. Next month, we're going to be talking about probably scholarship, or probably we're going to talk about learning resources online. There's this mantra I believe, right? There are three currencies in life: time, money, and knowledge. You use whichever of these three you have to get the ones you have. Is either you have time, you don't have the knowledge, go and get knowledge. Use your time to get knowledge. Is that you have money and you don't have time, you don't have knowledge. Use your money to buy knowledge. And use your money and your knowledge to buy time. That's just how it is. So you can always use one to get another one, and two to get the third one. That's how it is until you have the theory. You can always have the theory. Okay, if it's only one you have, you can use that one to get another one to make it two. If it's two you have, you can use two. So you can only use two of these to get the three, to make sure you have the three. And you can only use one to get two, but you always have one. That's how it is. So it's in your hands. Your life miracle, your testimony is in your hands, right? The more effort you put at it, the better you get at it, the more results you get at it. There's no magic anyway. You put in the effort. So don't think winning grant is easy. It's not. You keep on applying, you keep on putting your effort. You keep on putting your effort. You don't quit. Okay. Now, let me share this as a story as I close. Now, one of the grant applications I put in for, I think was it IN, right? Before I later got IN, all right, at Ondo. Now, in Africa Young Entrepreneurs, the first boot camp, I did not get anything, but I built network. Okay, so from the network that I built, I got more money, okay, than even the star winner. I think the star winner then got 500,000. But for the network, I write business for my colleagues, writing reviews for them, okay, and doing sales registration, I made more than 500,000. So that's another thing I want to say, that you don't quit. When you keep on applying, you keep on building network, you keep on building your community, and you keep on having more people, okay? And the more people you have, the more money you get. I used to say this, that when I saw 3 people are gathered, there's money in their pocket. The question is, how do you get the money out of the pockets? Okay, so there are people who want to give free money. Elon Musk wants to give free money. Bill Gates is giving much more money. Warren Buffett is giving out more than 90% of his money. But what will qualify you to get share money? So you have to think. And that's what they said, who you are. They want to know with people. Are you a valuable person? Are you worthy to be invested in? Personally, myself, in due time, just to be part of my passion, from next year, I will be giving out grants myself. I'm currently taking that to give winner takes $6 or 500,000, or I say 5 people get 100,000 each. Now, I'm not doing that just for Father Christmas. I'm doing that to also build my passion, all right? For investors to see me as a credible person. That's how business grows. I'm making myself valuable. Oops. I think the network is already telling me to go away. Oh, it's called from my next class, so they've been calling me. So I have to go. So if you enjoyed tonight's session, please just type in the comment section as a way to encourage us. Let us know that you enjoyed the session. What part of the session did you enjoy the most? What part intrigued you? And what part do you think we can do better, right, for next section? All right, so next we're going to be having another powerful guest. I'll be bringing in guests every month going forward to ensure that we get maximum. So the thing we're still studying for now is maximizing free resources, all right, for your own personal transformation. So the first topic we look at is grants. There are a lot of free resources. There are a lot of learning platforms. There are scholarship, right? Free resources out there that we can maximize. So the first is grants, and I think we've done good justice to that. If you've learned, please let me know what you've learned. If you've gotten value, let me know you've gotten value. It's a good piece of feedback, and that's a means of encouraging me that, sir, you are doing well. So thank you much once again, and Adejesubisi. Till next time. Bless you.